Hello student, today we are going to start a new chapter number 13, AC circuits. In last standard, you all learned that there are two types of supplies, AC and DC. A DC is a direct current which has a fixed polarity, positive and negative of voltage. Means suppose you have a cell, then on that cell there is a return positive and negative, and while inserting in the cell in electric appliance at home, means suppose watch, then you see where is a positive and negative terminal. There in the appliance it is mentioned that positive is mentioned, negative is mentioned, and you insert the cell properly. If we insert the cell reversely, then it is not operates. But another type of supply is there. In your electric board, while pin is inserted, then you are not seen whether positive or negative, or on the pin there is not written positive and negative, as well as in the socket also positive and negative is not written. So the supply which is coming from MSCB on your board or at house, it is the AC voltage. So AC is the alternating current for which a polarity of voltage changes periodically. Mean polarity of the voltage changes means it is 0, it goes to positive peak, come to 0, again goes to negative peak, again come to 0. Mean it is a one complete cycle. 0 to positive, 0, again negative and 0. It is the one complete cycle. It happens 50 times in 1 second. So its frequency is a 50 Hertz. At your home, MSCB provides this AC. Then why this MSCB provide this AC in your home? Because of low cost and easy to transport, it is used. But in some foreign countries, a DC supply is also refers. In our home, some appliances are there like TV, computer, a radio, a DC should be required. Then what we have to do? We have a AC, as well as to charge your mobile, you requires a DC. Then what we have to do? You have a converter. Means converter, in that converter there are the rectifier circuits which converts AC voltage into a DC voltage. About rectifiers we discuss in 16th chapter more detail. Some appliances are there like as a fan, fridge, AC, heater, etc. They are runs directly on AC. So a converter or rectifier is not required for them. Almost in all these devices use a components like inductor, capacitor and resistors. In this chapter, we will study the passage of AC through a resistor, inductor and capacitor. Then we know that AC generator. AC generator produces time dependent EMF is given by E equal to E naught sin omega t. Time dependent means it is varying with time, or it is periodically varying with time, where E naught is a peak EMF and omega is the angular frequency of rotation of the coil. The time variation in current is similar to EMF and it is given by I equal to I naught omega t plus alpha, where alpha is the phase difference between current and EMF and I naught is the peak EMF, peak current, sorry. Here EMF is written, it is current should be there. From graph, it is seen that EMF reverse after half revolution of the coil. Look the graph. Here omega t is taken on x-axis and EMF is taken on the y-axis. When we plot a graph by taking different phases, means omega t is taken as a 0 and say EMF is 0 supposed to be. Then as omega t goes on increasing from 0 to pi by 2 phase, then what happens? EMF also goes on increasing from 0 to positive peak. It reaches to maximum value E naught. Thereafter, from pi by 2 to pi phase, it goes on decreasing and comes to 0. Means it is a half cycle. Thereafter, in next half cycle, what happens? It goes from pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. It goes to negative peak value, like this. Reaches to negative peak. And again from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, it comes to 0. Then we say that it is a one complete cycle. How many cycles happens in our home MACB supplied? 50 hertz, means 50 cycles are there, such type of. Okay. Thereafter, from graph, it is seen that EMF reverses after half revolution of the coil. This EMF and current are called alternating EMF and alternating a current. Thereafter, we go through another topic, average and RMS values. Alternating voltage or current go through all values between 0 and peak value, means 0 to positive peak value or maximum value, and thereafter again maximum value to 0, again 0 to negative maximum value, and again 0. It is the one complete cycle. So we define some values for convenience for comparing voltage and current. So over one complete cycle, it is a 0. So it is not possible to compare with another values. So we come across certain terms. First we go through average or mean value of the AC. How we can take the average or mean value of the AC? Look at say, average value of all values, average of all values of voltage or current over half cycle. Look, this is the half cycle and here one complete cycle. For this half cycle, we take the average, or for this half cycle, we take the average. Then, for half cycle, phase changes from 0 to pi, or pi to pi by 2. Here we go through the average over one cycle is 0, so mean value over one cycle has no significance. So, average is taken over a half cycle. So, average value of sin theta, sin omega t term is there, theta is replaced by omega t. So sin theta in range 0 to pi, means 0 to pi up to here, 0 to pi. It can be taken as sin theta equals to integration of 0 to pi sin theta d theta divided by integration of d theta, again limits of the integration are 0 to pi. Thereafter, integration of sin theta is minus cos theta. And thereafter, substituting the values of upper limit and lower limit, we get here minus cos pi minus cos 0. And divided by integration of d theta is theta. And limits of the integration are substituted 0 to pi means pi minus 0. Thereafter, cos pi is a minus 1 and cos 0 is a 1. So, minus 1 is a minus 2. Minus 2 and minus sign is outside the bracket. So, minus become plus 2 upon pi. But pi is a 3.142. 2 upon 3.142 is a 0.637. So, average value of voltage or current is given as E average equal to 0.637 E naught and I average or average current is equal to 0.637 I naught. This is the average value over a half cycle. Thereafter, we go through another term, root mean square value or RMS value. Then we know that moving coil ammeter or voltmeter measures average voltage or current, means ammeter measures the current and voltmeter measures the voltage and they measure the average value. Means it can be possible to measure DC because DC is always steady or constant, and it is measurable by moving coil, voltmeter or current. But suppose when we use this moving coil voltmeter or ammeter to measure the alternating voltage or alternating current, then it measures the average, and we know that average value of alternating voltage or current over one complete cycle is 0. So this voltmeter or ammeter always shows a 0 reading, and so it is not possible to measure AC with the help of AC voltage or current with the help of voltmeter or ammeter. Okay. Then question arises, how we can measure this voltage or current with the help of ammeter or voltmeter. Then we use a certain property which does not depend upon the change in direction. Means suppose we consider heating effect depends upon square of current. We know that H equal to I square RT. Current is positive or negative. Square term is always positive. Suppose current is minus 2 ampere. Then square of minus 2 ampere is a plus 4. Or plus 2 ampere. Again square is a 4. Meaning heating effect does not depend upon whether current is negative, whether current is positive. Heat is always positive. Hence, we use this property. Then how we can use it? Let us consider a coil of resistance R. And here, AC current, whose peak value is I0, flowing through a coil of resistance R up to time t, and it produces a heat H. Here we take AC current whose peak value is I0, which is passing through the coil of resistance R up to time t, and it produces a heat H. This AC current is not measurable. Thereafter, this AC current is replaced by, means source is replaced, and we use a DC source. It sends a DC current or steady current through the same coil of resistance R up to same time t, and produces a same heat H. Understood this? Means instead of AC, it is replaced by DC, which is measurable. But effect produced or heat produced by AC as well as DC are same in same time through the resistance R. So this DC, which is measurable, and it produces same effect as that of AC, it's called effective value, virtual value, or RMS value of the current, and it is denoted by IRMS. It is just like as when you never watch your face. Others can watch your face, but you can't watch you. Then how you can see? You see in the mirror, and you take the mirror image, and then you assume yourselves just like as seen in the mirror. Exactly same thing is there. AC is not measurable. So we use a DC which is measurable and compare with AC. Then this DC value is called as the effective value of AC for current or voltage. This effective value, virtual value, or RMS value, it's called IRMS, or for voltage ERMS. Then how we can take this IRMS? Then relation between RMS and peak value of AC current is given by I square RMS equals to integration of 0 to pi I square d theta divided by, again you can take here integration of 0 to 2 pi d theta, but here directly they take the 2 pi. Here 1 upon 2 pi is the constant of integration. Directly you take the denominator term is directly taken by them, not necessary to take the integration. Over one complete cycle you take 0 to pi integration and 2 pi. Here theta d theta is there. So instead of it, directly they take the 2 pi. 1 upon 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi I square, I naught square, sin square theta. Here value of I is taken, I naught sin theta, I square equal to I naught square, sin square theta d theta. So I naught square is the peak value, it is the constant of integration, so outside taken. 0 to 2 pi, sin square theta's integration is, sin square theta is replaced by a formula. We know that cos 2 theta equal to 2 sin square theta minus 1, and with the help of this formula you get 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2. And thereafter 2 is taken outside again, I naught square upon 2 into 2 pi, here we take, and thereafter integration of 1 d theta is a theta, and integration of cos 2 theta is a sin 2 theta upon 2. Look the thing, and again put the limit 0 to 2 pi, limits of the integration. Upper limit is put, it is 2 pi minus cos 4 pi upon 2. Cos 4 pi is a 0, so not net to it, means here directly you take 2 pi, and again 0 is there, 0 minus sin 0 by 2, 0. So you directly take 2 pi minus 0 after substituting the limits. And thereafter you get here 2 pi gets cancelled, I naught square upon 2. And so I RMS equal to, taking square root, I naught upon root 2. 1 upon root 2 is a 0.707. Or reciprocal of root 2 is a 0.707. And thereafter you get here I RMS equal to 0.707 I naught, or you can take I naught upon root 2 also. And similarly we can calculate E RMS equal to E upon root 2 equal to 0.707 E naught. The heat produced by AC over one complete cycle will be, they take the heat, H equal to, we know that 0 to 2 pi upon omega I square T R dt, I square RT, we use the formula. Thereafter change the variable, here instead of T we take a variable omega T with respect to d omega T. Here omega T is taken, so multiplying and dividing by omega T we take here omega. And after calculation we get directly 2 pi r upon omega I naught square upon 2, integration is not important, and which is equal to R I RMS 2 square 2 pi upon omega. Then from this it is same as heat produced by DC current through RMS value of the current for time t equal to 2 pi upon omega. Means RMS, that means here heat produced by AC and heat produced by DC are same after time 2 pi upon omega. So this is the effective value. Thereafter we go through another topic. It is the phasor. How we can define it? The rotating vector that represents a quantity varying sinusoidally with time. Means in your book quality word is there, I think this word is wrong. The rotating vector that represents a quantity varying sinusoidally with time. Mean it is a physical quantity which is varying sinusoidally. Which quantities are varying sinusoidally? Here we take current and EMF. This value as per constant to electricity, which values are varying in AC? Current and voltage are there. We know that current I equal to I naught sin omega t. Sin omega t term is there. So it varies sinusoidally with time. Similarly, we can take here EMF also E equal to E naught sin omega t. Then this rotating vector that represent the quantity varying sinusoidally with time is called a phasor. Means these rotating vectors are called as a phasors. They represent the quantities like as current and voltage. They are varying sinusoidally. And the diagram representing it, it's called a phasor diagram. Let us see in the figure, this phasor diagrams are shown. Okay, again one time, a rotating vector that represents a quantity varying sinusoidally with time, it's called a phasor, and diagram representing it, it's called a phasor diagram. The phase of alternating EMF and current are inclined with horizontal axis at an angle omega t. Look here, horizontal axis means we take here a positive x-axis. Okay, then we know that E equal to E naught sin omega t or omega t plus alpha can be taken as, or I equal to I naught sin omega t, or you can take omega t plus alpha. Means this phase is omega t or omega t plus alpha. Then we take a clockwise angle, anti-clockwise, sorry, rotate it clockwise, anti-clockwise direction, and thereafter take the arrow. Such type of arrow is there. This arrow represents the EMF or current, simply. Okay, that means, look here, the phase for alternating EMF or current are inclined horizontal axis at an angle omega t or omega t and rotate anti-clockwise direction. Means look here in this direction, anti-clockwise direction. Means this EMF or current makes an angle omega t or omega t plus alpha with positive x-axis, simply. The length of the arrow represents, look here, this is the length of the arrow. This is the length of the arrow. Length of the arrow represents the maximum value of quantity, mean I naught or E naught. Length is represented the maximum value. And thereafter, the projection of the vector on a fixed axis gives the instantaneous values of alternating current or EMF. Projection means from the peak value or arrow at T point, we draw the normals on x-axis or y-axis. Then, when we draw the normal on y-axis, it is the I naught sin omega t term is there. And on y-axis, on x-axis, we draw the normal, it is the I naught cos omega t. These values are called as the instantaneous values of current. In this figure, instantaneous values of current or current phase diagram of current is shown. Similarly, we can take the phase diagram of EMF also. Instead of current, we take a EMF. In sine form, I equal to I naught sin omega t and E equal to E naught sin omega t. Projection is taken on y-axis. I am telling it. And in cosine form, I equal to I naught cos omega t and E equal to E naught cos omega t. Projection is taken on x-axis as shown in figure. A representation of harmonically varying means time varying quantities as the rotating vectors enable us to use the laws of vector addition for adding these quantities. Means they are enabled to use the laws of vector additions for adding these quantities. Okay. Thereafter, we are looking forward another topic are different types of AC circuits. In a next lecture, today it's enough. Have a good day.